Hi guys, I'm here today to talk to you about Prop 60. You might have heard about it. It is the condom law that Californians get to vote on in November. Prop 60 has a lot more implications than just condoms alone though. As far as condoms go, I really feel like it should be our right as performers to make that decision as to whether or not we're going to wear a condom. We make that decision on a daily basis in our personal life, so why wouldn't it be our decision to use our bodies as we choose on film? For me personally, I don't feel like condoms make me very safe. They do stop pregnancy and they stop the transmission of HIV through vaginal or anal sex while wearing one. But when it comes to a lot of the other STDs, condoms really don't do much of anything. So I don't understand why there's such a big push for us to wear condoms when they don't really do that much for our safety. We get tested every 14 days for a slew of STDs to make sure that we're clean. And most performers are pretty stern and pretty strict about getting tested every 14 days, especially if they are active. And I feel that testing is much safer option to keep performers healthy than anything. People that are in favor of Prop 60 say that it's to protect the performers, but when you speak to the performers, most of them are not in favor of Prop 60. So it doesn't really make any sense. I don't see why we can't have some sort of legal document or paper absolving our rights or agreeing to use condoms. It should be up to the performer. I really don't feel like anyone else has the right to make that decision for me. Not to mention, I think every single one of us, the very first time we took that test, we realized this was real. This is an occupational hazard. This is part of my job. And this is about something that could very real happen. So it's a conscious decision that we all made once we got into the industry that you could catch an STD. Although some art has moral responsibility, not all art has to have moral responsibility. It's really up to the artist, don't you think? Even if you're in support of condoms and pornography, I urge you to vote no on Prop 60. It isn't written well. It's going to cost Californians tons of time and money, cause many small businesses to close, and then on top of that, it's going to create a black market for condomless porn. Please just vote no. Porn production and distribution is fairly easy on an amateur level. It's going to be almost impossible for California to enforce this condom law, which is why they're turning us on each other. That's right, Prop 60 is allowing every California resident to sue anyone that stands to make a profit off of pornography. That includes performers that happen to produce or direct, producers, directors, distributors, cable companies. All these people will be able to be sued by every California resident, which also brings us to the breach of private information. That means that if I am making a profit off of a porn, that my private information will be available for every California resident, just in case they want to sue me for someone in one of my films not wearing a condom. Let's not forget, this does not exclude anyone in the adult film industry, so that means boyfriends and girlfriends that are both porn stars, husbands and wives that, may do some webcamming or self-DVD distribution. Many different situations where people are already having sex without condoms. They're gonna have to put a condom on in order to make pornography. And then someone is going to police that. If it's condoms and porn that you wanna see, I suggest you go back to the drawing board. Prop 60 is not ready yet. Now you say, Sarah, you're not a California resident. Why do you care? Because any law that affects California's adult film industry will eventually affect me, either by driving producers and production companies to other places besides California, or because those laws that are passed in California are just a sign of laws that can be passed all across the United States. Do you know where this